Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? It's your boy Jay Blinks, and now that the battle is done, it is time for us to meet our contestants, sit and talk with them, get to know about their experience, their argument, and what it feels like to truly be a sports fanatic. Let's hear what they have to say.
My name is Ayomide Mobolaji Taiwo.
My name is Miracle Emmanuel Philip, aka Mimi.
My name is Emmanuel Ukonu, and on the show, I'm known as Noel.
Okay, my name is Prosper Ubani.
My name is Adile Adigboyika Oluwaremilekun. You know me as Remy, the quintessential.
My name is Cherish Odwala.
To be honest, I don't even have any emotions. I'm not feeling anything, just blank, because I don't know. Speechless. No feelings, just not happy, not sad, not angry. Just dead, just there.
My goodness, that was hot, tough, and I only know that it gets hotter from here.
I would say I'm quite disappointed. I didn't expect, I felt I would have done more better than what I actually did. But it's quite unfortunate that maybe from my end I didn't really get to understand the questions as I felt I did. So I'm quite disappointed that what I thought I understood is not what the judges actually taught. So it's quite disappointing.
Well, I feel happy because I won. So I'm okay.
Oh, I feel disappointed at myself, basically. I felt I should have done better, although it was a very competitive debate, so I needed to give more than 100%, but irrespective, it was an interesting debate.
I'm excited, I'm happy to qualify for the next round. I'm also happy that I was able to improve on from my last debate, taking in the advice from the judges, and I saw that I'm now much better.
What was going through my mind during the battle round was, let me quickly take a quick flashback. And from my first battle, I was too conscious of what to say, but for this one, I just threw caution into the wind, and made sure I gave what was correct, no false information. Just do your thing. That was what was on my mind.
I was wondering to myself, what if I'm out? I mean, from the very start, I said, I'm here for the women. It was more like a women agenda thingy for me. Just coming out to be a voice and to know that every young girl who listens to me is going to be like, oh my God, a woman can speak and talk sports like this and so passionately and so intelligently. Can I ever do this? And when she listens to me, she doesn't ever feel like I'm not going to do this because Miracle once did it. And I listened and watched her.
I had a lot of things on my mind at that point. The banter round, it's most of the time it's from the previous match I had where we're not so on top of each other in terms of speaking over at the top of our voice and over our heads. It was more calm, so my thoughts were more collected. I'm someone who I don't really think, how do I put this? I don't think, my thought process is much more better when I'm calm and there's no so much noises. But I think the previous battle rather, I did fine in the banter round, but this one I think I didn't do so much better. I didn't do good, if I put it that way, because of the noise and everything.
Well, during the banter round, he kind of felt like he was making my points for me, so I was surprised, but I still had to make my points very clear.
Oh, it's just normal. I was ready to debate, and that's it.
I was scared because he was really good at the banter round, my opponent. He kept on attacking. I was wondering, are you sure I can still win this debate? But then I had to put in more effort in my closing round. Here I am.
Definitely, I did make my case. I mean, the result is just those kind of matches you watch sometimes. The scoreline don't actually define the way the game was. You see some team lose 1-0, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they were that bad. They were very, very good, but still lost. So that's my case. I made a case for myself. I answered the question the way it should be answered.
Oh yes, I did. I mean, I love the angles that I brought the debate competition, the question precisely. I love the angles I came from. I felt like it was out of the box. And that's what debating does to you. It makes you dig deep and look further for the things that are not surface level. And I love the fact that beyond just having to debate, I believe that someone was able to learn something.
I don't think I wasn't coherent enough, so my points didn't really get across. I feel I didn't communicate my points well. I had it in my head, but I would say putting it into words was a bit difficult for me, and it affected my debate. So it was quite disappointing, like I said earlier. So
I absolutely made my case because the context of the argument was what I focused on, and according to what the judges said, I completely elucidated on what they expected me to. So I think I made my argument.
Oh, I think I effectively made my case. I mean, in terms of argument and persuasion. But I think what I didn't do better or like perfectly was probably structure of my introduction and my conclusion. I guess it was more spontaneous in a way. So I think I could have done bits better in structuring that.
I think I effectively made my case. Starting from my introduction, it was just perfect. Funny enough, it was 9 minutes I had to change it, but I picked that introduction and I was like, this is better than the one I had before. And I think I made my case, and that's why I think I won.
The most challenging part of the debate for me would be opening, because when you're speaking immediately after Femi, you'd know the energy from him will just jump at you. So it's mostly better when you're not the first person speaking. After that fan battle sound, that sound, it's on your blog, you're the boy. So yeah, that's the most challenging part. This is the second battle, having to start again from the supporting point. So yeah, that's basically it.
Well, I think that in general, beyond just this debate, it's the fact that the fixtures are coming back to back, and it's mentally exhausting. I mean, you're trying so hard to research and to get the facts right and to be able to deliver flawlessly. And I think that in itself is a challenge given the short time. I mean, look at us having to go for the round of 16 in less than how many hours. It's going to take you pushing yourself beyond your limits to ensure that you give your audience, your fans, your admirers a debate that is not just factual but also entertaining.
The most challenging part, because I work, so most of the time I really didn't have the time to prepare. The few times I have to prepare, when I get home and I go through my phone, I feel I didn't prepare enough. my thought process wasn't, I didn't articulate what I was thinking well enough. So I think that affected me. So.
Yeah, the most challenging parts of the battle for me was there are some statistics and informations I thought he was going to bring, which were going to be kind of difficult to counter. But in the end, he didn't bring them. So that was it.
The most challenging part of the debate for me was my introduction. Yeah, I guess I was a bit in a dilemma. Yeah, trying to whether I should make it simple or complex, or to make it a conclusion. So I mean, not being certain about the perfect structure to use, and I think I eventually made it complex, and that's not really a nice way to start a debate.
The part is still the banter round when he kept on coming. There was one part he threw one question at me that I had to pause and think, because that question was very deep. I didn't expect it from anywhere. So that was the toughest part.
Okay, when responding to my opponent's argument, I just wanted to make sure I know. Definitely. It does not matter if they say 5 people are shot, there will always be exceptions. I know that all what she was saying, there would be exceptions. Just wanting to give a counter to what she was saying, because I've seen it. I know when you're talking about veterans, you'll be going for injuries, for muscles, and it does not always happen that way. Giving stars that says so and so after 30, that's not true. You have Ronaldo who is into 40. You have Messi. Ibrahimovic is like, he didn't want to retire. You have Thiago Silva. You have Modric. You have Benzema, 35, won the Ballon d'Or, and so on and so forth. So I know she does not have all of the points. So yeah, just wanted to.
Oh, I don't think I had any particular thought process. I just wanted to be able to deliver my points as intelligently as I should.
What I normally do is think about what they have said and the points they have made, and how I can counter it through the knowledge I have of the topic. That's basically my strategy. I think about it and I try to counter it with the facts I have. That's just it. That's basically it for me.
Of course, my thought process is, of course, I've already been writing down his points when he was making his opening speech. So my thought process was to counter whatever points that he brings to the argument. So if he brings a point, how do I counter that point to make it look irrelevant to the argument?
Just normal. I listen, so as a debater, I make sure I listen to what the debater is about to say before I give responses and rebuttals. So my thought process is calm, and irrespective of how heated the debate is, I would always love to listen.
There are some questions he asked, to be honest, that I didn't know the answer to, but I had to just switch it, just so that I won't stay quiet, because that was what I was criticized for in my last debate, staying quiet and allowing my opponent to talk. So if I don't have a response, I just tweak it to release my point.
Nothing really, just do more, prepare more, and just do what I did today, and just do that consistently. And okay, yeah, that reminds me. Also, not just depending on current eras or current seasons, also trying to touch some parts of football, because football did not start today, it started yesterday. There are also valid points in the argument. So yeah, probably that's what I'll do differently.
I think so. I think I'll look myself in the mirror and say, Miracle, you've got this, even more.
I will. There's a lot I would do differently. I think, first of all, the way I prepared for the battles, the previous battle and this one, I think I wasn't prepared enough. I think I was, I felt it was something I could just, breeze through, hoping that the wealth of knowledge I have of football will help me push through, but it didn't work. So if I had to do something different, I would prepare. I'll be better prepared. I'll get my facts on hand because I believe facts don't lie. If you have enough facts to prove your case, just like lawyers will tell you, if you can prove your case beyond reasonable doubt, then you always get the judgment. So if I was to do something different, it would be getting all my facts right and putting them in the table, enough of them. So that's it.
I think I'll just prepare more. I mean, you can't over-prepare. So the more preparation goes into the battle, the higher one's chances of winning. So I'll just prepare more.
So if I had like a second chance in this one, I would make my introduction simple, like the perfect way I needed to do it before, rather than writing a different introduction before I started, and I guess that was more complex. It was later in the debates that the judges later understood my points. I guess you don't start debates in a complex manner because many people won't understand the perspective.
To improve on my over-reliance on my outline. That's what I think that was a mistake. Over-reliance on my outline. So I'll try to get better in my next round.
I feel that the judges but one felt the argument was really good. And luckily for me, one of the judges was in the first battle. And so to see someone in your first battle and your current battle, seeing that progress, for me, the feedback was huge. Regardless of the results, the judges was, you move from 10% to 100%. Very massive improvement. And all the judges basically, save one. You gave some good remarks too, but
Well, it was a tightly contested one, and I knew that my moving into the round of 16 or not was hanging on a balance. It was a tight rope, but I got through, and that is what matters.
While I was speaking, I heard one of the judges laugh, and the way he was a bit. I knew something. I had said something that didn't sit well, but I was thinking in my head what I said that maybe got him laughing, and anyways, I think the judges, they're the judges because I feel they might know better. They definitely would know better. So, anyways, that's it. I have nothing to say about that one.
I think they agree with me because my opponents actually didn't fully understand the argument and the context. So the judges agreed with me, and it was a unanimous decision. So I think they agreed with my argument.
They saw it as nice. They commended my argument and they felt it was notable. We had a very interesting debate, and yeah, kudos to my competitor. But like I said, decided on fine margins, more of certain things you need to note about how to engage the debate from the beginning. Basically, that's just it. And I really applaud that, and I would take note of that for future purposes.
One of the judges said that my parents must be very proud, so I think all the judges enjoyed my argument. That's just it.
What's next for me after this experience? I can never turn back. No, it's already too late. No. I always want to work on the radio station, not just as a sport journalist, but a show host, co-host, radio presenter. I have the skills. I do pidgin well. I talk with Hausa accent, Igbo accent, a little bit of Calabar accent. I'm a spoken word artist. I do drama. I write. Hey, what can I not do? I can't play ball because if you get injured in Nigeria, they give you Pelta and paracetamol. So I don't do football, physical football playing. Apart from that, I would most definitely continue to put myself out there till I get that radio job, or will I say that radio? What's that word now? Radio establishment, my vessel. Yes, so that's it for me from here.
Go harder, dog. Go harder, Miracle. Go harder.
Yeah, boy.
Go harder. And I hope that people interpret it in the way that I'm saying it and not some other way.
Stop it. Get some help.
Okay, but I mean, Miracle, go harder regardless. Give it your best shot. Like, make your 15-year-old Miracle proud of you, because she already is.
I love football. I'll keep watching football. I love reading about football. It's something I do a lot of in my spare time. I think I'll do a lot of that, and then if the opportunity comes along for fan battle, maybe if I'm evicted completely from the tournament, I think the next fan battle I'll come back, and I because my aim of coming to this competition is to win. If I don't get to do that this season, I think I'll try again.
After this experience is to go to the next round of 24, which will come up soon. So anytime soon, we'll be back here for the next round.
Continue to learn radio, analyzing sports, and commentary has always been my thing. So I would love to continue to talk sports, analyze sports, run commentaries, and engage sports as a beautiful aspect of communications. Yes, I'm a communications person, so I would always love to do that.
To keep getting better, I really hope that I can run commentary in Nigeria Info Studios. So just to keep getting better, progress. That's all I hope for.
Hi, I'm Queen Lizzie of Sports Salon, one of the judges for Fan Battle, and so far it's been an interesting debate. But a major pitfall that I've seen with most of the contestants that have lost so far, and even with some that have won, is not adequately preparing for your opponent. Now, it's one thing to prepare for your debate, it's another thing to prepare for the opponent. People have different debating styles. People have their area of strength and where they naturally will lean towards. If you're going to win, you need to learn how to fight your position. And this is something I also say on air when I talk to the contestants. You cannot come on air and read the things that you've prepared. Now, it's important to prepare, especially for your closing. The opening round is very open. At the banter, your opponent goes at you. But you see, the closing is your opportunity to say things that cannot be refuted, that will not be refuted, either by the opponent or necessarily in the judge's mind, because we're looking that you close and round everything up. Prepare for your closing. You have 2 minutes. 30 seconds is not enough. 1 minute, 20 seconds might not necessarily do that job for you. Prepare for your closing, come back and give us a show. Most times, the last impression is the best impression. I know the first impression is usually what people would remember, but in a debate, the way you close can absolutely redeem your opening. Banter, you can do much about that, but your closing might redeem your opening. And what else? And just be comfortable with your own voice. I've seen some contestants come in and they're not comfortable with their voice, especially when they're going up against certain opponents that they feel have better use of their voice. I'm going to talk about the use of their voice. You need to learn how to use your voice and speak in your voice. You have a voice, learn how to use it. You don't come and put on a voice, because everything you do on the debate stage will reflect on how you debate. So learn how to use your voice, get comfortable with your voice, prepare for your opponents, not just for the debate. At this stage, everybody you would meet has debated before. Prepare for your opponents. It's not just about your points, it's about your poise, it's about your cohesiveness. So let's put all of that together, come on air, like I said, and do your absolute best. It's not easy to debate anything, but it is not impossible to debate anything. Ciao.
Okay guys, now that I've listened to all the contestants talk and to our judges, do well to vote for your favorite candidate that is up for eviction this week at ficket.com to vote for your favorite. Ficket.com, Ficket.com. Or they could be evicted, so you know the power is in your hands. Rush now to Ficket.com to vote for your favorite candidates. Thank you.